We are Georgia and David. In March of 2022, we quit our jobs to travel the world full-time. We are currently exploring Mexico, and our goal is to visit 100 Pueblos Mágicos.
We are currently spending 7 days in the coastal town of Coatzacoalcos in Veracruz. In this video, we're going to show you everything that we did, some of our favorite restaurants, and if you stay tuned to the end, we'll give you a tour of our Airbnb as well as a breakdown of our costs and expenses.
So this morning we woke up in Coatzacoalcos, and the weather wasn't that great, so we drove about an hour down the road to the archaeological zone of La Venta,
which maybe you can see behind us is known for its giant Olmec heads.
All right, so the entrance fee was 70 pesos per person, and the guy at the front desk just sent us down this long path.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is a super well visited site because the path is not well worn, it's mostly grass. But as you can see, we have arrived at the giant heads, so we're gonna go check them out.
So we just climbed this little mountain in the center of the archaeological zone.
There is basically nothing up here except for a view, so it's pretty steep. It's extremely muggy and humid and hot here. Yeah. It's in the 90s with like 80% humidity, so if you don't want to do it, don't feel bad about skipping it.
All right, so we just drove through the underwater tunnel from the other side of Coatza to the Bicentennial Park on this side.
It is up on a hill. It does have a lighthouse, and they also have a lighthouse museum. And supposedly there's a little section that has some animals, so we're gonna go check it out. It has started to sprinkle a little bit, so we'll see.
So we just finished up our tour at the Faro Museum, or the Lighthouse Museum here, There was a lady there that spoke pretty good English, and she showed us around, and she enjoyed, practicing her English. We enjoyed practicing our Spanish a little bit with her. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I really did enjoy that. And you can't go wrong stopping by this park, museum, zoo combo because it's completely free. So highly recommend doing that. It was raining while we were there, but we just walked around with our umbrellas and enjoyed it very much. We are still on the Allende side of Coatza. And as you can see behind us, it looks like they started to build like a Christ the Redeemer type statue, and now he's just like the headless Jesus.
So we just took the submerged tunnel back to the Coatza side, and we're now in the Zocalo.
You can see the municipal palace is behind us. They do have a little kiosco here, and they have a much more modern looking church here as their cathedral. It is definitely not the Spanish Gothic style, but we will go check it out.
We just drove about 3 kilometers from Centro to the Malecón.
As you can see, it is quite windy here. The pyramid structure behind us used to be a small archaeological museum, but it closed during COVID, and then like a few things we've seen so far in Mexico, it didn't reopen afterwards. But the pyramid is still cool on the Malecón, so we're gonna take some pictures.
As we entered the restaurant, we were handed a paper menu where we could check off which dishes we wanted to order. We were then treated to a dance performance while we waited for our food. Everything here was delicious and very reasonably priced. We ended up eating here twice during our 1-week stay.
Well, unfortunately, it has rained a lot during our time here in Coatzacoalcos, and yesterday it rained all day. And when I say rained, I mean like sideways downpour rain. So David just worked on editing videos. I did a little future planning for trips, and we ordered some pizza. This morning it was also raining, but luckily this afternoon it has finally cleared up, so we are out to go get some food.
So we are here at Cabo Steak and Fish, and we're here for their Monday all-you-can-eat taco promotion.
So we're gonna go in and get us some tacos.
So we just finished up our dinner at Cabo Steak and Fish.
The service was great, the view was fantastic, the tacos were really good, and the drink, oh my goodness, my drink was fantastic.
It was called a Het Mezcal Tiki, and obviously had mezcal in it, and pineapple juice, and it also had jalapeno and some herbs in it. It was really, really good.
Yeah, the cilantro taste was really strong, as well as the jalapeno taste, so it's kind of like a sweet, savory drink. David got the regular margarita, I got that, and then we both second round ordered that again because it was so good. We got a bunch of different tacos. We did the arrachera, we did some shrimp, we did some fish, but I think our favorites were the fish pastor style, the ensenada fried fish taco, and then there was an arrachera that had cheese and some chorizo on it as well. All the tortillas were handmade. really, really fantastic. Unfortunately, we did miss the sunset while we were in there. I think we were in there for about 2 hours. Yeah. So we have one more night here, and we will try to walk out on the pier and show you the sunset. And we still haven't got our picture in front of the Coatza sign, so we have to do that as well.
Today is our last day in Coatzacoalcos, and as you can see, it's a very sunny day, and we ended up spending the day on our roof enjoying our jacuzzi.
As you can see, I maybe did get a little too much sun, but we definitely enjoyed it. And now we have walked down to the park that is right near our Airbnb, and we actually walked through this park our first night. There's a lot of places selling cocos frios, selling marquesitas, selling raspados. And on our first night, we both got a coco frio, and we walked all the way down the super long pier to appreciate the sunset, which we're hoping to do again tonight. But right behind us now are the Coatza letters, so we are going to snap our photo.
So if you look across the river here, you can see the lighthouse and museum we visited the other day, as well as the pier across the way. It ends in a green little lighthouse. Alright, so we're about halfway down the pier now. And if you look real close, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's a mountain over there behind the clouds. So we made it down to the end of the pier. I think it's about 1 kilometer, give or take. As you can see, there's a bunch of these concrete barriers. I think they're called Ajax. They're pretty cool looking.
Yeah, really neat at the end of both the piers, the green and the red. We enjoyed our time here overall. Some Mexicans seemed surprised that we were coming to Coatza and wondered why. But
got some looks.
Yeah, I would say that not many Americans or Canadians make it here. People were super friendly though. They were excited to practice their English with us. We enjoyed the restaurants. It was pretty. We enjoyed walking through the parks. I would compare it overall to Manzanillo. Like I said, it's primarily a port city. It's not really a tourist place, but it was a great place to visit. Prices were really reasonable, and like I said, we enjoyed our week.
And I think we're going to head on to get something to eat right now.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to Wings Army and get some chicken wings. They're usually having a special on Tuesdays, so I know it's not interesting or local, but sometimes you just need some chicken wings. Well, this was our Airbnb for the past week here in Coatzacoalcos. As you can see, we have the Jeep out on the street, and that is because, unfortunately, it did not fit in this parking space. It was a bit too long, and our Jeep's too high to fit under this little cutout here. So coming up the stairs, you can see we had a nice big couch and a big TV. This AC unit also worked very well. In Mexico, it's kind of unusual to have an AC unit in the living space, so we definitely appreciated that because this was the hottest, most humid place we have ever stayed. All right, so down here is the kitchen, dining table, microwave, little place for a cross breeze. Didn't use it because we used the AC, and stove, fridge. On the next floor was the bedroom we slept in. As you can see, it also had a great AC unit, larger double bed, one nightstand, kind of annoying we didn't have one on both sides. And then when we used the jacuzzi on the roof, there was a leak that came down here. But we just put a bowl, it was fine. You can see we had plenty of closet space. This was the one bathroom for the house. You can see it is got a stand-up shower. Up these stairs is the second bedroom. We didn't sleep in here, too much light and also too much heat from those windows, but it also had an AC unit. And then our favorite part of this Airbnb was the tub up here. So we filled it twice. You could dry your towels and bathing suits up here. And you can see that we had a great view of the river and beyond it, the ocean. 7 nights in that Airbnb set us back $411. We spent $122 on transportation, just $8 on entertainment. Restaurants came in at $237. We spent $76 on groceries and just $11 on utilities, bringing our total for the week to $865, or just $124 per day. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, check out this video here where we explore Coatzacoalcos.